Welcome, everyone. My name is Khalil Memon with Dynamic Contracts Consultants, LLC. Today, we're discussing one of the most significant changes in federal contracting under the 2026 National Defense Authorization Act. Effective June 30, 2026, the certified cost or pricing data threshold increases from $2.5 million to $10 million. This is a 4 times increase, and it fundamentally shifts how contractors approach pricing under FAR 15.403-4 and DFARS 215.403. This presentation will break down what changed, what didn't, and how you should adapt your pricing strategy to remain compliant and competitive. The most important change is straightforward. The certified cost or pricing data threshold has increased from $2.5 million to $10 million. Under FAR 15.403-4 and DFARS 215.403, this means fewer procurements will require certified cost data. However, this creates a major shift from cost justification to price positioning. It expands competition and reduces administrative burden, but also increases the importance of strategic pricing. Let's ground this in the Federal Acquisition Regulation. FAR 15.403-4 states, certified cost or pricing data shall be required above the threshold unless an exception applies. FAR 15.402 reminds us, contracting officers shall purchase supplies and services at fair and reasonable prices. And FAR 15.404-1 establishes the framework for price and cost analysis. Finally, FAR 15.407-1 highlights defective pricing risk. The key takeaway? The threshold changed, but the compliance standards did not. A critical misconception is that certification requirements have disappeared. They have not. Certified cost or pricing data is still required when there is a sole source procurement, adequate price competition does not exist, contract modifications exceed $10 million. Additionally, contracting officers retain discretion under FAR to request data when necessary. So the obligation still exists, it's just triggered differently. For Department of Defense contracts, DFARS 215.403 mirrors FAR requirements, but often applies stricter scrutiny. Even with the higher threshold, DoD contracting officers typically evaluate cost realism, technical feasibility, execution risk. This results in a hybrid pricing environment, price-based decisions supported by cost logic. In defense contracting, your pricing must not only be competitive, it must be credible. One of the biggest misconceptions is that raising the threshold reduces audit risk. That is incorrect. DCAA oversight remains active, even below $10 million. DCAA evaluates indirect rates and cost pools, labor categories and assumptions, estimating system adequacy, basis of estimate documentation. The key message: audit exposure does not disappear with certification. This change creates significant opportunities for small businesses. Key advantages include reduced administrative burden, faster proposal cycles, increased access to contracts in the $2.5 million to $10 million range. However, the competitive landscape will intensify. Success will depend not just on compliance, but on pricing strategy. This is the most important transformation. Historically, contractors focused on justifying costs, building detailed cost breakdowns. Now, the focus shifts to price-to-win strategies, market intelligence, competitive positioning. This is a shift from compliance-driven pricing to market-driven pricing, and many contractors are not yet prepared for this change. To succeed under this new model, contractors must adopt advanced pricing strategies. These include price-to-win modeling aligned with agency budgets, competitive intelligence using FPDS and USA spending, scenario-based pricing to test assumptions, benchmarking competitor pricing behavior. The goal is no longer just to justify your price. The goal is to win at the right price. This slide captures the most important compliance concept. No certification does not mean no documentation. Even without certified cost data, you must, maintain audit-ready records, document all pricing assumptions, ensure traceability of estimates. DCAA can audit any contract at any time. Documentation gaps create risk, regardless of threshold. To summarize, the $10 million threshold is a major opportunity, but also a strategic challenge. To succeed, you must comply with FAR and DFAR's requirements, maintain DCAA-ready documentation, shift toward market-driven pricing strategies. Remember, compliance gets you in the door. Strategy wins the contract. Speed and insight create competitive advantage. Thank you for watching, and stay ahead in federal contracting. Thank you for joining this session. At Dynamic Contracts Consultants, LLC, we specialize in federal contracting, compliance, and acquisition strategy. If you're looking to strengthen your position in government contracting, we're here to help. You can call us 281-644-0509 or 1-800-593-1730, or email us at info@dycconsultant.com. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, subscribe to our channel, like, comment, and share.